yeah, I'm kind of curious what that process was like for you, because, it wasn't, I didn't ask for a resume. I didn't, I didn't do all the typical things that people do when they're hiring somebody.
Yeah, it was it's kind of an interesting story actually, because um I was working 9 to 5 kind of work, like office work, and I was kind of I was done with that. I didn't want to do that anymore. And I sort of just was thinking like, well, what does my ideal job look like? And I sort of named off several things just to myself, being like, I'd really like something that's flexible, that gives me some autonomy, gives me some ability to be creative, that pays me in a way that I feel is fair. Um, and I sort of had all those things in mind. And I was following Kat on Instagram at the time, and a post came up saying that she was looking for a virtual assistant. And I was like, well, I might as well message her and see, because I really like the work that she does. And yeah, and so we kind of chatted back and forth to see if it was maybe like feasible. And then I did the Google Doc, and all the questions were just I felt like you were trying to understand who I was as a person, and um, how I preferred to do work, and how I preferred to like interact with my team, and what kind of, yeah, just like where I was at in life at that point.
Mhm.
And it wasn't so much about like, you know, I have XYZ on my resume. It was more about like, do you think you can do this? Can you learn these things? And I think that's what was so different for me, is I've been used to having things that maybe I wanted to try, having those doors kind of shut in my face because, oh, I didn't have a year experience in that particular thing, or I didn't have experience working with a certain program. And it was really refreshing to have someone who just wanted to know, hey, do you want to learn new things?
Mhm.
Are you good at learning things? And I think that's, kind of one of my strengths, is I can kind of be thrown into anything and learn things. Um, and I think in general, in sort of the business kind of hiring world, we focus way too much on like, what have you already done? And it's like, that's not, for me, it's like, how are people supposed to grow if they're only doing things they've already done?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that
Absolutely.